Welcome to episode 163, Mikati Brothers Part 2, From Billionaire to Prime Minister. This is an outline of episode 163. Najib Mitaki became Prime Minister of Lebanon twice, first in 2005 and then again in 2011. Here's a picture of Rafiq Hariri, Prime Minister of Lebanon in 2005 when he was brutally assassinated. The assassin was never determined. UN said it was Hezbollah. The death of Rafiq Hariri opened the door for Najib Mitaki to become Prime Minister in 2005.
In Lebanon, whenever you create stability, all doors will open.
Lindsay, Mikati is a man in the middle of Lebanon's fractious politics of a region that's sprouting unrest on practically every border. But what we learned, Lindsay, in charting his life in politics and business is that he's used to wrestling with turmoil and that he's also built an empire from the ashes.
This is a comparison between Hariri and Mitaki. There are two major differences. First, Mitaki has 10% of his fortune in Lebanon only. 90% of his fortune is overseas. Second, Mitaki are self-made billionaires, whereas Rafiq Hariri inherited his billions. The public perception is Najib Mitaki had little economic gain by becoming Prime Minister of Lebanon. So he took on a thankless job and a very dangerous job for a billionaire. The second year, in 2006, Najib Mitaki sold his telecom empire for $5.5 billion so he could concentrate on leading Lebanon.
In 2005, his company Investcom listed on both the London and Dubai stock exchanges, a rare move for the region's family firms.
We were the first from among the Arab or Middle Eastern companies. We went into public. Into IPO, and we were very transparent and a very successful IPO in year 2005.
In 2006, South Africa's MTN bought his company for $5.5 billion. The Mikati stake was an estimated $3.5 billion. Among their other holdings, real estate worth an estimated $1 billion across New York, London, and the Middle East, and a stake in Royal Jordanian. In 2007, they bought French fashion line Façonnable from Nordstrom for an estimated $210 million.
The second time he became Prime Minister was 2011. The government of Saeed Hariri was toppled after the Arab Spring of December 2010.
He's one of the richest men in the Middle East.
I said, I have to run and try to save the country if I can.
In January 2011, Lebanon's Prime Minister Saad Hariri was forced from office when the militant Shiite group Hezbollah withdrew from his coalition government. Mikati, who'd been Prime Minister in 2005, stepped in again to fill the void.
I believe the magic word is stability.
The day ended as it began. Rock and grenade-throwing supporters of ousted Prime Minister Saad Hariri facing off with Lebanon's security forces. But in the hours between, a new Prime Minister was chosen. Najib Mitaki, a self-made multi-billionaire, a moderate, very different from Hezbollah.
Passing control of his economic empire to nephew Azmi Mitaki. Azmi Mitaki graduated from Columbia University with a degree in engineering.
Mikati claims he maintains a Chinese wall between his business and his political life. He's handed off management of the company to his nephew Azmi, but he still has an eye for opportunity.
Definitely this kind of social networking, communicating, is becoming very easy, and I believe we have to see here how we can make money out of this. I'm a very logical and practical man. I know that I don't have the miracle for once and for all to solve all problems in Lebanon, but at least in this stage, in this hot time in the region, I can protect Lebanon and to create a productive cabinet.
In 2014, Najib and Lebanon faced 1 million Syrian refugees, the result of more than 5 years of civil war in Syria.
In Lebanon, Syrian refugees are scattered around the country. The largest concentration lives just a 15-minute drive from the Syrian border, in tents in camps in the Bekaa Valley. Other refugees find shelter in dilapidated buildings like this one, and still others reside in cordoned-off areas within cities that have become refugee ghettos.
We're in this 1 million plus as a refugee. We are facing a lot of problems. We have facing a problem of competition of our labor force. We are facing an increase in using our infrastructure, and especially the issues that we have to provide housing, we have to provide food, we have to provide schooling. If we have a kind of chronic economical problem in Lebanon, and especially now it's really increasing by the consequences of the Syrian problem. Overnight, we had an increase of 25% of our population. So imagine in any country in the world they can cope with this challenge.
What have I learned today? First, the Mitaki brothers are the best entrepreneurs. They made their huge fortunes overseas, first in Dubai and then in Africa. Second, even brilliant minds might not be able to solve the many problems of Lebanon, such as the more than 1 million refugees from Syria. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comments and questions below. My next video will be Mitaki Brothers, 10 Business Lessons. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.